The story with line and all the colors. There's a ton of different colors, a vast amount of different tints and properties pertaining to this. So let's dig into it, see what we've got and the different applications for it. Firstly, this is the main line I used mostly. XX Extreme Abrasion Neon Lime, that's the color code, £10. So this line is really high vis, but it's not completely tinted. It's minimal amount see-through, but the properties on this line is immense. This is the line I've casted with the greatest distances, and this is really a line that I've grown to trust and love a lot. The reason I like this color though is because when I'm in the dam, when I'm busy with the competition, I can see this line far off. With my line management, I can see exactly when I pick up the rod, where the line is going, what the line is doing. Sometimes you're busy tempo fishing and you don't even have time to put a policeman on. This line is always visible. It's really, really good. So I use this line mostly as my main line with the Extreme Abrasion Chameleon Ultra Camo. This line is awesome. It absorbs the color in the water and it camouflages itself perfectly. This is also the Extreme Abrasion. It's extremely strong, hasn't failed me yet, and this is the color I prefer for my leader. Then there's two other lines. This is a clear line. This is the normal high abrasion, high visibility, but it's the clear line. This line I love to use for hook links. I've made an example. You guys can see here is a trace with colored or the neon lime hook line. It's very visible. It's very intrusive in the water, and I'm not 100% sure, but I'm sure the fish do spot it. So for peace of mind, I like to use the clear line for a hook link because in my mind it's perfectly camouflaged, it's not intrusive in the water, and it just feels like, it's maybe a confidence thing, it just feels like that this line would be less visible to the fish, which gives you a greater chance of catching it at the end of the day. That's what I use the clear line for. Some people do say the clear line that doesn't have color pigments in is more supple, and they feel that they do cast a bit further with it. It's not something that I've tested. It's not something that I can completely confirm, but there might be method to the madness. This might be something to try. What's also nice about this line, as well as the neon lime, is it's easy to mark with a marker. There's some dams where you can't use the clip on your reel. The fish are too aggressive. They run you into the reel, into the clip, and the fish come off. So you have to make a mark with a line on your line, a black line or a blue line or a red line, whatever, sorry. And this line is really perfect for that. It marks quite well. Then there's the yellow. This is my second line of choice. I use this especially on my shorter rods. Sometimes I would, if I have two of the exact same reels, I would spool one of them up with the yellow and one of them with the neon lime. Then I know when I open my bag, I know the yellow one is clipped on 45, for instance, and the neon line is clipped on 65, for instance. So sometimes I use the different color lines to know if this is my long rod or my short rod. So that's also great. And of course, this one also marks really well with a permanent marker. So the combo that I use the most is the neon lime Extreme Abrasion and then the Ultra